So what we're going to be discussing today is how to build out your book funnel and what to do. I'm going to show you my complete book funnel, every single page, upsells, downsells, bumps, all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to tell you the mistakes that you need to avoid. All right, hey everybody, Rob here for our new BSPU call. One day after my birthday, so good to be with you, and thank you for your interest in this topic. There's actually a ton of people that have been asking me about this, and I thought, okay, why don't I do a full rundown, share my screen, go into depth on all this stuff. And so what we're going to be discussing today is how to build out your book funnel and what to do. I'm going to show you my complete book funnel, every single page, upsells, downsells, bumps, all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to tell you the mistakes that you need to avoid. I'm going to show you a couple of really specific mistakes that we made. And then I'm going to give you some direct advice, not necessarily to follow exactly what we've done, but I think for most of you that are actually going to do a book funnel using your best-selling book, and I have a new book coming out the end of next month, the end of January, and that will be a whole new book funnel, which of course I'll show and share with all of you the results from that. But I'm going to do a much simplified version of it. I've also had lots of questions about, okay, how do you do fulfillment and what do you use to build out your funnel? So I'm going to share all that stuff with you and give you the details of it. So there you go. Without further ado, let's go in and let me share my screen with you. And let me show you exactly what it is that you're here for. So first and foremost, in our Bestsellers Mastermind page, I want you to be aware that I have a post in here with all of these links, okay? This is actually a video that I did almost a year ago, walking through the statistics of my book funnel from January of 2019. In January 2019, this little book here did almost $500,000 in sales for bestseller publishing just in that 1 month. And I walk you through all the details of it. I think it was like January 28th or 29th, and we made a couple more sales before the end of the month. But that's a full video walkthrough. And then there's all of these actual links to every single page of the funnel. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go through this with you. I'm going to show you what you should do, what you don't need to do, what to avoid, etc. So let's start first and foremost with page one of the funnel, which this is our main page. And that's beautiful. It's just blank. Let me refresh it. There it is right there. So page one of the funnel is, of course, the landing page itself. And let me see, there's more people trying to jump in. So let me go ahead and let them in. Make sure that everyone has an opportunity to come in. So I refreshed it, so it's going back to that page. It'll just take a second. But page one of the funnel is what's called your landing page. And that's where I'm offering with my video and with a ton of copy. This is the page itself. I have the link right here. It's publishpromoteprofit.com. You don't need to put in free book. It'll come up even without free book. And that is the landing page. That's where the book is being offered. This is a ClickFunnels page. I'm going to, for those of you that know what ClickFunnels is and are ClickFunnels users, fantastic. Those of you that do not, I was in Russell Brunson's Inner Circle group for a number of years, and so I have a secret link I'm going to be sharing with you where you can get a version of ClickFunnels that's a little less expensive with a bunch of training, etc. If you're interested, it is an affiliate link, so I make a small affiliate commission, but I'm not as interested in that as I am in just sharing the link with you, because the fact of the matter is the link is not something that you can find on your own. Anyway, that's for later, but this is what this is. This is ClickFunnels. And so ClickFunnels has funnels, and I'm going to actually share this funnel link with you. So if you have ClickFunnels, you can simply push a button and this entire funnel will show up in your account. And then, of course, you can just change out the images, the videos, the copy, etc. But all of this stuff is already built out for you. So on this page, we're selling the free book. Now, remember what my offer is my offer is you can get a free copy of Publish Promote Profit. All you have to do is pay the $7.95 to ship it for the shipping cost, and it's $14.95 for shipping overseas or out of the country. That includes Canada. And we get a number of people that are purchasers overseas, although we focus primarily in the US market. So even though you're giving away a free book and it's free plus the $7.95, people still have to pull their wallet out. When they pull their wallet out, you still have to sell them. You have to show them all the reasons that they should be interested in this book. So there's a lot of copy. There's a lot of testimonial videos. There's bonuses here that they're going to get for free. There's a ton of very positive reviews on the book. These came directly from Amazon. And then there's a lot of copy that I've written on secrets that I reveal within the book. And I literally spent the time. You could hire a copywriter to do this, but I spent the time myself to write each one of these things so that people have the opportunity to see, wow, okay, you know, how an anesthesiologist, Dr. Amir Baluch, raised $2 million for his new side hustle using his best-selling book with complete strangers. Hint, it has nothing to do with being a doctor or the medical field. That's right. He actually raised $2 million for real estate investing, and I share how he did that within the book. So literally, as people read through that, you know, they may find one or two things here where they go, wow, that's exactly the place that I'm at, and I want to know how to do that. So I took the time to write all of that. As you can see, I got all these testimonials, and then of course a couple of other videos. And last but not least, you know, look, get your free copy now. So I'm not going to go into it in great depth because I'm giving you a link. You can literally just click on it and take your time and read through it. And if you're interested in using this funnel and you have ClickFunnels, then I'm going to give you the share link. Something you also see over here on the side is a little tool called Proof that we use that literally shows every single person that's buying the book. You know, Tim from Chicago, you know, Drew from State College, Pennsylvania just got the book. Hazel from Atlanta, Georgia just got the book. So it's literally people who are doing it. Now, to go to the next page, I actually have to fill this out because there isn't a way to get to it. So I'm going to just fill this out really quick and give some information here. Let's see. Just to get to the next page. You can do the same thing. Select the country, US, and now go to the next page. So the next page is this. It's actually the same page, has a little bit different information. You know, it shows all of these 5-star reviews, but it has what we call our first bumps on the page. Now, someone filled this information out so they could get the free book plus pay the $7.95 for shipping. But right here, I'm giving them the offer and letting them know that this is the best deal. They can get the digital version of Publish Promote Profit plus what I call the Black Book Bundle, which is 3 unadvertised digital workbooks, and that's $37 instead of $7.95. So if someone clicks that, it changes it to $37 plus the $7.95. So now they're paying me $44.95. I get about 8 to 10% of the people who opt into this page to take that. So that increases my average customer value every time somebody comes through. Now, is that necessary for you to do? Of course it's not. And it's a lot of work for a programmer actually to create this and complete it. It's not necessary. The other thing that I did is I offer what's called a one-time bump where they can upgrade their offer for only $37. And this is where I offer my Kickstarter program. Want to make money with your book even before it's completed. How to use the world's largest crowdfunding website to attract buyers, offer your book, and upsell them all before writing one word. And that's where I talk about a training that I did with one of my clients who used Kickstarter to raise $52,246 with her book before it was ever done. So now if someone wants that, they click it. That's an additional $37. So people on this page can pay me as much as $81.95 on a free book offer. I get another 5 to 10% of the people to take actually all of this. At this place, they have to put in their credit card information, and from there, they go to the next page. Now, Is it a good idea to create all of this? I'll say yes and no. Sure, it's always good to have somebody that's interested and offer them something else that would be of additional value to them. But if it's going to slow you down or even stop you from creating your book funnel, then I'd say no, that stuff is unnecessary. You don't need to have a bump. You don't need to have, a best value upgrade. You don't need any of those things. What you need is to get your book funnel done and completed. That is the most important thing that you can do. You don't have to have it. Now, if you have this content already created, then sure. I don't sell this anywhere else. This is the only place they can get it. And so there is some scarcity involved, and I get as many as 5 to 10% of the people to pay me an extra $37 for this and to pay me an extra $37 for that. Okay. So the next actual page that they go to, so they put in their credit card information. Yes, I want either just the $7.95 thing, or yes, I want all of this adding up to as much as $81.95. They put in their credit card information. They then go to the next page. The next page, I keep adding new people in. So the next page is what we call the one-time offer number one. One-time offer number one is something that I do recommend that all of you include. And one-time offer number one is a place where they can upgrade and get the audio version of the book. Okay, sorry, my internet is lagging just a little bit because I have so many windows open, and ClickFunnels is a heavy user of internet. That's the one knock on ClickFunnels, is sometimes it lags a little bit. Anyway, OTO, or one-time offer number one, is the audio version of the book. And I offer this for $47 because, and that's high for an audio version, but because I also have 6 trainings that they get as well. So I have these 6 trainings, courses, if you will, that I have repurposed from one of my live seminars. So these are all like 90-minute trainings that they can't buy anywhere else, and they get them for free if they take the audio version of the book for $47. This is the only place they can buy the audio version of the book. Now, here's the cool thing. About 20% of all buyers take this offer for $47. That means that 1 out of 5 people who get the book for $7.95 then get the $47 upgrade. And so I'm making an additional $47 every single 1 out of 5 times somebody buys, and it doesn't cost me an additional $1 to do that. So this is an upgrade that you should have. You should have an audio version of your book. By the way, I did not speak my book. I had somebody else do it because I started to do it several times and I got bored. So I paid a voiceover actor to do it. Cost only $500 or $600 to get it done. You can do the exact same thing, and it sounds, hire and someone that speaks in the Queen's English, if you like, and make it fun, or do it any way you want if you don't want to do it yourself. Obviously, if you do it yourself, then that's fine as well. So that is the first offer. And then there's one more offer. And the last offer is one-time offer number 2. And bear with me. Everything is lagging right now. So I'm going back to Facebook, and I'm going to shut Facebook down after this. And one-time offer number 2 is a $297 offer. And that $297 offer is, doing a couple of things here, is for what we call BSPU, which some of you may actually be watching this that bought that $297 offer, which is for 1 year to be a part of live weekly coaching calls and to get volumes of our content that I've put together over a period of 7+ years of actually creating content. Bestseller Publishing has now been 8 years, not 88 years, 8 years. And let me show you that. So this is special offer number 2. How would you like to get live coaching calls on your book, book marketing, and media from Rob and the BSP team for only 81 cents per day? So I created this video making this offer, And I give them 56 content-packed modules on all of these various things. I put a value on each one of them. That value adding up to over $3,278. They get 12 months access to BSPU at a 90% discount, just one payment of $297. And of course, there's a special offer that ends, and I go through all of it in great detail on profit and closing, lead generation, cultivating status, media, PR, speaking, all of this somebody gets access to for only $297. Now, this offer itself, I have about 2% of the people that take me up on it. It's not that many, but it does increase our average cart value considerably. So if 2 out of 100 people buy it, then that's, for 2%, that's an additional almost $600 in sales that I'm making. That doesn't cost me a single penny to do that. So now here's the thing. I don't think you need to worry about something like this, okay? For the most part, most of you are like me. You're experts, you're coaches, you're consultants, you're brick and mortar business owners. You offer a service. So really what you want to do is you want to use the book to show them that you know what you're talking about. You want to take them from the $795 offer to maybe the audiobook offer of $47. I would avoid this. It's not enough money to really worry about. By the way, there's a downsell. If they go off this page, then I offer the $297. They can get it for 3 payments of $97. Okay, so there is a downsell that they can take. All of these complications, by the way, are not tremendously necessary for you. So I don't want you to get freaked out by all of these things. But this is the last page of it. After somebody has all of the opportunities to buy or not to buy, the last page is a free training because I want to get them into a call. Ultimately, what I'm trying to do is, just like most of you, is have a one-on-one call with someone from my sales team that will determine whether or not this person is a good fit and that we make an offer to or don't make an offer to for our done-for-you services. So for most of you, you don't need all of the bumps and various upsells. You need your book, maybe one bump if you have a training that you want to sell. You need in my opinion, you should do the audio version because most people want to buy that. You don't have to price it as high as I do for $47. You don't have to include all of the various trainings. And then from there, you want to lead them directly back to, hey, schedule appointment with me or schedule appointment with my team right here. Get a free coaching call or free strategy session. That is as complicated as most of you need to make your book funnels to get what you're really looking to get, which is more high-ticket clients, more people that are going to buy your coaching or your consulting or become a client or get your done-for-you services, etc. Okay? So that's the way that I would consider your funnel. Now, if you want to do all of it, sure, I'm going to share the funnel with you so you have access to it and you can model it and copy it. Just change the copy, right? Just change the verbiage, but you can model, have your video in here instead of mine and your strategy session application instead of mine and all of that. I'm giving you that. You don't have to worry about it. But the key thing is you want to make sure that you don't overcomplicate it to the point where you say, this is too complicated. I don't even want to do it anymore, right? You need to get it done. That's the most important thing. Now, let me switch gears for a second and let me share with you the start of all of this, which is the lead generation piece of it, the lead gen piece of it. And what I'm going to show you is just like the last month of my ads that are focused on the books themselves. So you can see we got, leads here, 100 purchases, 75 purchases. This is an individual ad, 18 purchases, 17, 16, and all the way down. These are various ads that we've tested to sell the books. Now I'm going to show you both the positive and the negative. So this is one of our best ads that we're running right now. Sorry, that is not. That's the one we shut down. This is one of the best ads that we're running right now for Publish, Promote, Profit for the free book. And actually one of our best ads is a testimonial that my friend Russell Brunson did for us. You can see we actually made it a little fancy. We made the video black and white, but made his shirt blue so it pops a little bit. We outlined it a little bit with red and various other things. So Steve kind of decked it out a little bit so that it would pop in people's news feeds. And you can see, we got a bunch of shares and comments on it. We have some copy in here, but not a lot of copy. And ultimately, it's going back to publishpromoteprofit.com free book. So if you have testimonials on yourself, on your business, or even better, on the book itself, then that's a great ad that you can run. I mean, we just run this testimonial, Russell saying how great the book is. And then we tell people what's in the book itself that they can pay attention to. And then just, hey, it's a free book. Just cover S&H, shipping and handling, and click here and you can get it. So it's a great ad that runs. And yes, it costs us money to sell, these books. I mean, it might cost us as much as 50 or 60 bucks to give away a free book. Why are we doing that? Because very simply, on the back end, we're making sales of $25,000, $35,000. We just brought on a new client in a really big package of $120,000, an overseas client that we're doing all kinds of long-term media and PR for, et cetera. And these clients all come from the book funnel. So we're losing money on the front end of giving the book away, but we're filling my author development coaches, right? David, Austin, Ward, filling their calendars with qualified appointments of people that raised their hand, bought the book, took out their wallet, and now are interested in taking the next step with us. Now, here's a mistake that took me a little bit of time to learn about, but some of you probably know I've run our workbook funnel for some time as well. And this is a free workbook that I created from Publish, Promote, Profit, right? It's basically a workbook version of Publish, Promote, Profit. And this workbook has been selling like crazy, like hotcakes. Even though it sells great, we still lose a little bit of money on the front end because it still costs us 20, 30 bucks to sell it. And what we have found is that the buyer of this workbook is not coming out the back end of the funnel and actually paying for our done-for-you services. So we did some math, and we found that over the last 3 months, we have gotten 90% of our clients from the purchasing of this book. And yes, it's more expensive, but we're getting 9 out of 10 of our clients are coming from this, and only 1 out of 10 are coming from this. So we were spending a significant amount of money advertising the workbook, but found that the workbook wasn't bringing us what we really wanted on the back end. And I can talk about the psychology, but it'd be nothing but a guess. My guess is that the psychology is that somebody that wants to buy a workbook really wants to do it themselves, or can't afford our services, and so wants a step-by-step process where they can just follow along. Well, I didn't think about the psychology of that, and so we ran 3, 4, 5, 6 months of the workbook, spending $20,000, $30,000 a month, and just barely breaking even. And I don't want to fill up my calendars with appointments for my author development coaches of people that don't want to do anything but talk about their book and aren't going to spend money with us, right? Ultimately, I need to fill up our calendars with people that are the best potential prospects. And we found, after doing much research, we found that they were all coming from this funnel, not the Writing Black Book funnel. So what did we do? Well, even though this is selling like crazy, I shut it down. Now, I may put this on Amazon anyway, just so I can make some residual sales from it, and we'll see what happens with that. It couldn't hurt, right? It's, I'm making $1,000 to $1,500 a month residually off of Amazon from sales of this, and people organically still come to me. So it couldn't hurt to do that, but I am not going to actively market that anymore because it's not bringing me what I want. It's not bringing any ideal clients to me and to Bestseller Publishing. So because of that, you can see we shut these down. This is from the last 30 days. Let me move this so I can see it. So this is from the last 30 days, right? And you can see, just on this one ad, we spent, $3,000 on this ad. We spent $3,200 just over the last 30 days, and we shut it off like 3 weeks ago. And we got hundreds of purchases from it, but it's not the right kind of person. And if it's not the right kind of person, and some of that is just testing, then there's absolutely no reason to move forward with it. So very simply, that is, what the book funnel looks like. That's what some of the ads look like. This is not a complicated process. It's a matter of testing it, right? It's a matter of finding the best opportunities. By the way, this is a ClickFunnels, and this is kind of the private link right there, authorfunnels.com/form. I'm going to put all of this in there. Some of you are also asking about where we can get fulfillment and that sort of thing. And Mike Fredericks handles all the fulfillment for my books. He prints them, he ships them, he handles everything. I'm going to connect you guys in the mastermind group to Mike if you want to do this yourself with him, just like I'm doing. Those of you that are not ClickFunnels and you do want to get my funnel in your account, then you need to get ClickFunnels, and there's only a couple of different ways to do that. So I'm going to stop the sharing, and then I'm going to go to the Q&A and see what kind of questions you have. But very simply, the funnels themselves and the book funnels, this is what runs our business. And this book, Publish Mo Profit, has been responsible for about $3 million in sales just in the last 12 months. The Black Book, a lot less, but still maybe $500,000-$600,000 in sales. And then we have other funnels that we run that are case study funnels, funnels with AdWords and LinkedIn and et cetera. But the book itself is where our best clients tend to come from. So it's something that you should definitely look into and test. It doesn't have to be as complicated as mine, so don't freak out about that.